What's up, y'all? This is JT. I went and picked up one of these electric paint spray guns because I've been dealing with rollers, and rollers are no fun. Everybody knows that. Well, this is model 63452, and I do believe that the older videos, the gun is a little bit different. So this is like a newer version, and that's usually what they do. They come up with a tool, and then they keep making newer versions. Well, in this version, you got, this is your viscosity tester, and that's how you're gonna water your paint down. And I would say use like distilled water. Make sure your water's clean, because it's gonna affect your paint. If you use anything else like alcohol or I'm not even sure, so don't quote me on that. There's other ways to do it. It's got a tip removal tool, and there's two tips here, and then there's another tip here that's an extended one. That's the smaller 21 thousandths. It's the smaller one, which is 21 thousandths, and then you got two that are 32 thousandths. I believe that's thousandths. If I'm wrong, sorry. And the one that's in the gun, and I'm going to read these instructions and I'm going to follow them, because you have to clean the whole entire gun before you use it. But this is what it looks like now, currently, and as you can see, it's got oil on it. See, all this oil that's on the outside is also on the inside, so we have to clean that out. This one has a gray handle, and when you take off the reservoir, which is quite small, so I'll probably go ahead and mix big batches when I'm going to paint a room or whatever. I'll mix up big batches, or even just the whole 5-gallon bucket, get it ready, and then pour it in a little at a time. Well, it's got this little screen down here. That's not going to do too much. You might even take it off if you filter your paint beforehand. And this one's a little bit different. You take the tip off, and then you unscrew this. So you got to use the little tool. Let me get it. So you use this little tool to remove the tip. And I'm not sure if you can buy these tips, so keep them clean. I mean, hell, the tips that I saw up there cost as much as this whole thing. So, buy a new one, I guess. And then this one's red. They're not marked, but if I can show you. It'll be a little bit difficult to see. You can kind of see the one on the right has a little smaller of an opening. So that's going to be your smallest one. You could mark it, scratch it on there if you want to. But all you really need to do is compare it to this one on the whole size, because this one is the 21 thousandths. And I'm not sure why this one's red, but you can see all that oil. We got to clean all that out. So the entire gun has to come apart. I'm not sure if this thing unscrews. It does. I don't think it has to necessarily, but maybe it does. Okay, yeah, that holds this whole piece in right here. So these are the parts you need to keep clean. I'm not gonna break this down all the way for you, but I'll just pull this out. You're gonna have to keep all this clean, and there's holes in here that need to be make sure they're free of paint, or it won't spray correctly. And this goes on first. It's a little bit different than the first one that came out. I don't think I'm even engaged in the threads here. There we go. So that goes on that. See, the first one that came out, it was a little bit different. You could take this off without removing the actual tip, I believe. Because I was watching videos on this before I bought it, because I'm leery whether or not it's actually going to work. We're going to find out. But anyways, that's how you do that. And this thing, I actually heard in a comment where a guy took that off and he was spraying it upside down like a gravity feed. I don't know if that would work. I don't recommend it. But in one of these holes, you actually have to oil it with a special type of oil, and I have no idea what the oil is, so I'll have to look that up first. What we're gonna do just right now is take a look at what we got, and then I will find out if it is worth it. If not, going back. But that's kind of like a little unboxing overview of what you get. There's also another little thing I did not know what it was for. Just a little teeny tiny, it's like it's a tube on the end of like what appears to be a key. I don't know what this is for. I'm sure the instructions will tell me, but for now we're just gonna throw everything into the cup so I don't lose it all, except of course that won't fit. I'll throw it in there anyway. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how to clean it and then test it out.